Hello crafties, it's Sandra again here from Volifier.com, and this is my vlog about being an illustrator working from home, selling my digital art and clip arts and graphics online. And if you want to learn more about selling your digital art or being an illustrator, this is the place for you, because I share all the tricks and tips I learned during my journey to becoming a full-time illustrator. So stay tuned, and remember, if you like my channel and if you find my tips and tricks helpful, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon as well so you never miss any of the updates. Yeah, and remember, I have a newsletter as well, so you can sign up below. You find the link in the description, so in that way you never miss anything. Okay, in today's topic I'm going to talk unscripted about daring to show your work on social media, or showing your art in an exhibition, or just to loved ones sometimes. When you're starting out, it's really nerve-wracking to show your art or your work to other people around you. It can be really terrifying, and it's something I think all creatives struggle with in the beginning. You never feel totally comfortable showing your art. I think no one does ever, but it gets easier. And I have some tips and tricks that you can use to push yourself forward in the pace that you feel comfortable with. So first of all, as I already said, it's always nerve-wracking. And even if it doesn't look like it's nerve-wracking for some people, I guess it is if you look behind the facade. Because I don't know any of my friends that are creatives that say they are totally comfortable, like having an art exhibition or something. Everyone is nervous. And it's a big jump or leap to start showing your art, but it's the first step of becoming an illustrator, of course. And this is something you have to work with, and I have to work with still. You find it in a Facebook group, for example, that I sometimes get very nervous, and I'm open with that because it's a part of being an artist or designer. It's being nervous because you want everyone to love your art, of course, or your products. It's a part of you, and I think in a creative work, your output is more connected with your inner self or your soul, or what you can say. If you're an accountant, I don't think it's not a piece of you that you bring forward to the client. Of course it is, but I hope you get my point. Art and design is often very personal, and it's created out of your experiences and your views on life and your surroundings, and it makes you a little bit vulnerable to people around you. And I think that's the anxiety you get, because if everyone dislikes your art, you feel like they dislike you. But that's not the case. That's not true. But that's the feeling every creative gets. So I think that's the feeling you have to work with, as well as me, as I said before, to have the strength to pull forward and just get out there and show your work to others. So start slow. Don't force yourself too much, because you have to it's like a workout. You don't do the hard machines at first, then you like break. You have to start slow, like the little senior gymnastics, aerobics. You have to start slow, and I think when you're really eager to start your business, or you're really eager to become an illustrator or artist, you want to push yourself super hard, because you think if you push yourself super hard, then you will excel faster. But I don't really know if that's the right way to go, because your mind and your soul is connected to your creativity, and you have to protect your creativity like nothing else. And much about what I talk about in this channel is connected with your inner self, thoughts, mentality, and well-being as a creative, because it's so important. Because if you lose your ambitions, or you lose your strength, then often the creativity drops, and then your whole business is in jeopardy. So it's the key essence to take care of is your well-being, your mental health, and your in that way protect your creativity. So my tip is to start slow and take it in a pace that you feel comfortable with. And I started by showing my art to my friends, not on social media, because I'm quite old now, but I started showing it to my friends, just my little notebooks, nothing more like that. And I participated in small exhibitions, not huge ones, Of course, in the beginning you don't get invited to huge ones, but it was terrifying, even if they were small. So I started doing that, and when I felt comfortable that people, my friends, they didn't say something nasty, or didn't say, oh, this was ugly, or oh, something like that, I grew my self-esteem. And then I started slowly to show, one or two illustrations in my social feed on my Facebook, because I was mostly on Facebook, or Facebook is my go-to platform. I'm in that age, so you understand. And just to my friends, not like an official page or something, just to my friends. And I noticed that it was okay, and I started building on that. And after a while, after having more exhibitions, my self-esteem grew, and then I started my first official public might be the right word, social account for my illustrations. And I started sharing then as much as I could, because I had built up that strength inside of me that I could handle if I get 1 or 2 or 3 bad comments. Because if you are have a public profile, you are going to get both nice, lovely comments, as well as some trolls or some bad comment that might hurt you a little. But everyone has their right to their opinion, of course, but sometimes it can be quite cruel. So then I started sharing as much as I could, or dared, always trying to go one little step beyond what I felt comfortable with, just little to gain my strength. So after a couple of years now, I don't feel any, of course I feel, because I always will feel it, but I don't let it suppress me anymore. I don't think twice about sharing work in progress, for example. So, it takes some time, and let it take some time. And something that's very important to know is that every illustrator, artist, or designer that is ahead of you, they have been where you are, and they know how hard it is. So never feel shy or something like that in front of, your or what do you call it? Those people you look up to. Never feel, that you have to be ashamed of anything, because they know how hard it is, and they won't judge you if they are, normal persons, normal kind persons. Of course, there are always strange persons, but in general, no one will judge you. They will support you and cheer you on, and they should cheer you on because they have done the same journey as you are doing. So no one is perfect, and art is showing those small imperfections, because if everything was perfect, everything would look like the same. So the imperfections you have are the edge that you have as well. So it's like with your looks, for example, often the things that you are most uncomfortable with, like your nose or your eyebrows or whatever, your hair. Look at my crazy, I just went out with my dog here. It's the kind of things that people love about you. You don't realize that, but it's the thing that makes you you. So you have to think about such things when you become an illustrator or creative person. You have to go a little bit deeper to take care of yourself and know where those feelings comes from, and that they are not in any way dangerous to have or something. They are natural to have, the fear of showing your artworks. So when you get used to it, you will be like me, just sharing it, and it's okay to get those comments sometimes, but don't expect it to be on your first day in this journey, so to speak. Oh, I'm mumbling now. I'm always mumbling, I'm sorry. So if you want to, you can always start sharing your artworks or designs in a safe environment, and my Facebook group, for example, is meant to be such an environment. Craftists are loving and they are supportive. So if you want to find a place to share your artworks and build your strength to show off your art to the world, you're very welcome to join our group, and we look forward to supporting you. So you find a link down below in the description as well, the Woolify Crafty Cafe, and yeah, it's a great place to be if you are a beginner, or if you already are an illustrator or a small business owner selling your products, which also are artworks like quote art or printables. They are also artworks that can be very frightening to show at first. So feel free to join, and we help you out if you get too nervous or something, and we help you along the way. So, and yeah, I think it's about that, I don't think I have anything more to say in this today. It's very dark here. I'm sorry for my desk lamp here shining in in my glasses, but I'm in Scandinavia and the winter is really, really dark, so I have to figure something out. I'm not so techy in this lighting area, but I think you can survive. But if you have any questions or any comments about this topic, please leave a comment below. And remember to subscribe if you find my channel helpful. It really, I would be really happy if you did. And I love to see you on my newsletter as well in the Crafty Cafe Facebook group. And if you're interested in my works, what I do, you always find me on my website, woollyfire.com. You find, as I said before, all the links below in the description. So until the next time, crafty, have fun and try to find the first little bit of strength to show your artwork. I love to see it. So bye bye.